Still good? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for the wait. I appreciate it. This is Keith Fairfax, and this is my podcast. I appreciate you guys all for coming out tonight. Whether you tripped and fell in here by accident, got a little drunk, and figured you have a right to eat, or you came here because you wanted to. I appreciate it nonetheless. I want to start off with introducing my guest. It is International Women's Day, so I'll start off first with the lovely Caroline Flo.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And to my left is Joe Winchell.
Hey! What's up?
And it's a raucous crowd out there. And being that it's International Women's Day, I was like, let's start off with some love for the ladies and just how, how great women have always been to guys, because you are what we crave in life. So, I figured I'd start off with a couple of topics about how great women are to men. Caroline, me and you, I know that we've both been in open relationships before. Joe, have you ever been in an open relationship?
No, but I've had sex with a girl who was in an open relationship.
And how easy was that for you?
Pretty easy, actually.
Did she just say, hey, I have a boyfriend and I'm not looking for anything serious, but I would like to fuck you?
Yes, there's no exaggeration. I was pretty much the long and skinny of it.
All right, well, let me tell you how it is for a guy. What girl would allow a guy to come up to them and say, hey, I got a girl, but I just wanted to know if it would be okay with you if I just had sex with you tonight? Raise your hands. How many girls are going for that? All right, not all at once.
Isn't that like
Raise your hand. Okay. Not a one.
Isn't that like a lifestyle thing though? Like people are in the lifestyle?
Yeah, but that's the difference between, like, an open relationship for a girl is lovely. Like, you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
An open relationship for a guy is built off of nothing but lies. So, Caroline, how easy was it for you in your open relationship to be open?
Way easier for me than for him.
Did you think it was just as easy for him?
No way. I was having way more fun than he was.
You were fucking more basically?
He
I
was
was getting
having
so
no
much more
fun at all.
sex. He was miserable, he wasn't getting laid at all.
I would have to lie to a chick that looked like Lizzo and tell her that I was single, wealthy, and I had a lot of good things going for it. For her to give me her number, let alone fuck me with a girl, like with a real girlfriend, an open relationship for a guy is not realistic. So he just pretty much has to lie and say, hey, I'm single. And then, you gotta not be mad about it. Would that be okay with you though?
Say that again?
That if he said he was single when he wasn't around you, to be like, hey, I'm single, so he could actually try to...
We actually found, this is my ex, by the way, and for the record, I would not do
I thought you
it.
pointed him out like you said.
No.
That's him right there, by the way. That fucking cuck over there.
No, I literally would never do it again. And
You had too much fun?
the being single part of it actually became part of the deal later on because he kind of begged and was like, I can't approach people and with the same approach as you and say, hey, I have somebody, I'm not pulling girls this way. So he basically said, I need to come across as single in order for this to work. And I was just like, okay, do what you want.
Sounds to me like this guy's got zero game.
Yeah.
You're looking for Caroline for being mad cool. Why can't everybody just be cool?
Yeah, man.
Be cool.
You think guys want to cheat on you? You think we want to be a piece of shit? We don't want that. All we want is a little bit of stop. But nobody seems to understand. I tried to explain it to my ex. I was like, when a guy goes when you say a guy goes to a deli and he gets an egg sandwich, right? If that egg sandwich is really good, you know what he wants? Another one. If a girl goes to that same deli, has an egg sandwich that's equally as good, you know what she's gonna do? Save half for later. Does it make sense though? A little bit, how we're different? We want a little bit more. You're happy with taking just half?
You never saved half a sandwich for yourself?
I've never saved a half a sandwich. I don't even know what that is.
It's called foraging or squirreling away.
I mean, if I save a half that sandwich, it'd have to have been a 6-foot one.
All right, I'll get you a Subway coupon. Next topic.
Can't fuck with Subway. But other than that, but you saw the fault in it, how it's not fair for both of us. In no relationship, there's no 50-50.
I'd say it's completely different. I think from a girl's perspective, a guy's like, oh my god, cool, I'm the other guy, I'm so awesome that she wants me too. And I think from the flip side, for a guy to walk up to a girl and say, hey, I have a girlfriend, but do you want to fuck? The girl's like, absolutely not. She does not want to. And if he says they're in an open relationship, the girl either does not believe him, thinks that you're just like, you're lying. Your girlfriend's okay with this? Yeah, right. True. And then the opposite is just, they're just not interested. It's like, no thank you.
Clearly you've never tried to pick up dudes in Florida. There's a lot of girls out there that would be like, yeah, cool, whatever, bring your fucking boyfriend over, I don't give a shit.
How many guys would be okay sharing their chick if they were able to do the same on the other side?
I was that like a full swap, basically?
A full swap.
A full swap.
Any guys down for a full swap?
Who here would full swap their chick with me? Anybody? No?
Full swap. No one. So from a girls and guy standpoint, neither one of y'all would do any part of it. So we don't share around here. We're just stingy with ours, huh? So it's just you with her and he's with you. I don't get that. In Europe, you know, they have fuck clubs where they just go and they just, hey, I'll see you in 15 minutes, and they just fuck and have fun.
Like swingers clubs or like the sex show clubs?
I think it's like beach bar over there.
It's an open bar. Hopefully not an oyster bar.
Yeah, nobody's asking questions. Everybody's cool, chilling, no condoms. It's great.
Beds everywhere.
Oh man, you know, just,
like I said, Florida.
You can't win. You can't win. Let's see what this month. I want to be nice to the ladies. Let's see what happened to me recently. Recently, I had a woman take advantage of me. She literally said, Keith, I want to come over your house and I want you to give me a massage. And I assumed that meant fuck or blow bang. So, you know.
Yeah, isn't that the code like massage, right? Like they go over that shit in Pulp Fiction in the first 10 minutes.
She literally came over, got undressed, started giving her a massage. After the massage, I went to the bathroom for a second. I came back. She was fully clothed, said thank you, and left.
Did she leave money on the dresser for you? Like, what the fuck happened?
That was crazy.
Wait, just bye, thanks for the massage, that's all I needed?
She literally like kissed me on the cheek and like walked out like,
yeah, you got.
I came and did what I said I wanted you to do, and then that was it.
What'd you do? Jerk off angrily in the mirror after that?
I was like, before she left, I was like, you don't want the show?
You don't want all of this?
She was like, I'm good off the show, and that kind of hurt my feelings.
Have you hooked up with her previously?
Yeah, I thought she liked the show.
That's weird.
I
she
feel
probably
like
doesn't like that I call it the show either, but you know.
I feel like I've heard a lot of stories of that happening.
I feel like that's what women like when guys call it the show. You just present.
What?
I come out in a.
I don't think that would work for me.
Like a stud farm? Like you're coming out like, oh, I'm gonna show you my horse. You know, like.
I usually come out in a robe and I just present.
Does the Ric Flair music also play over your?
White tube socks up to my knee, oiled up, presenting.
Presenting.
Yeah. So imagine that. Drink that in. Call me later.
Show's off to a great start. We're already on oiled up Keith. Anybody else got a good visual image of that? Just me? He is glistening in my imagination.
Let's see.
I have a question about open relationships, actually, for Caroline, or both of you, because you both. What is there like rules? Because it's like a physical thing, but do you have like, don't watch your fucked? If I catch you watching Netflix with some other bitch, I'll kill you.
So I think, like, for me, I only tried it once, and it was over a long period of time of, like, kind of editing as we went along.
So you kind of were, like, playing, you're, like, figuring the buttons out to the game
Yes.
as you went along. Okay.
And when it first was thrown out there were, like, no rules at all. And we realized early on, like, okay, we definitely need rules.
Was that the mind state?
Everybody starts with no rules.
Yeah,
Starts
we're cool, man. We're just trying to have some fun. We can fuck whoever we want, but we love each other.
It's the guy's idea to do no rules. Because the girls say, like, so what do you want the parameters to be? And our first thing is, like, we can fuck somebody else with no rules.
See, I feel like sometimes the girls are the first one to be like, oh, yeah, no rules. And the guys are like, yeah, no rules are cool. I'm not going to fucking cry later about this.
We say that with full balls. That's something that we say, no rules with full balls. There's this one girl in particular that we think that we're going to be able to fuck
you're
as
right.
soon
You're
as
absolutely
the leash is off. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, I
So you
like
have
that.
somebody in mind.
Right, we don't think past her, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jenny, but man, Teresa, maybe there's something going on with that. I think I want to keep my lanes open.
You know, this girl is of loose moral value. She'll definitely fuck me with her girlfriend. You know.
Oh, the never-ending threesome quest.
So, Joe, you want to know if there were rules or what the
did
rules
you develop
were?
rules like eventually like, all right, when you were like in the relationship, did you have like, all right, these are our 5-6 rules that like no ass play, no whatever, I don't know.
Well, we lived together,
Okay.
so one of the biggest rules
You
was
lived
like,
together?
yes,
Damn.
we did. So one of the rules was like not at our place and definitely like not in our bed.
Okay, so all right, wow, that was the only rules?
Well, no, I was just
Good-ass
starting
rules.
there.
Just
Those
don't
are the
fuck
first.
anybody in the house. All
She's
right,
like,
whatever.
if you don't change the seats, you fucking piece of shit.
It was also when we were like separated, so we can't like go somewhere like together,
You say
and then you
separated,
ditch
like-
me to like
Yeah.
go literally hit on somebody in front of me. Like, no, that was not okay.
Did he ever introduce you to somebody that you were like hooked up with later? Or
No,
did he,
remember
or
he
vice
had
versa?
no fun. There was nobody.
fun.
It was just me
feel
and
like-
me and everyone else, and him by himself.
Happy International Women's Day to all.
Oh, a little something for the ladies.
My current boyfriend is like, hell no.
Get your dick when you want it.
What happened to that free to titty and all that?
Yeah, man, what happened to free to titty?
I
There's
thought women
nothing
was-
wrong with
Subwalk
freeing
shit.
a little nipple. That's fine.
I thought women were going on subway trains with no bras on, kind of like, hey, suck me.
Yeah, what happened to all the slut walks? I was so for that shit.
Where's Amber Rose when you need her?
God damn it.
You know, she should be running for president. Give me Amber back.
God, I just want a thick ass president, man. I really do.
Now we get Whoopi Goldberg with her bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
She doesn't believe it that Jews are real.
That's the funniest fucking thing.
Oh boy.
It's not about race, is it?
Oh man. Oh shit. That's
Oh
me.
no, that is some bass.
That's you.
Sorry, our producer's like pointing at us, being like, "You got to do this."
I can't get it right.
You got it. Good.
There. All right. Yeah. Perfect.
Are we all good?
All right. What else did I see for Women's Day? A woman. I was looking at cruises earlier because I was like, hey.
Oh, I saw this shit.
Because I was like, a cruise to Russia right now gotta be cheap. Round trip,
Right?
I mean, they're not in wartime. It's probably scenic over
Taking
there
a
too.
cruise to Russia.
Yeah, and beautiful Yezebub.
I feel like that's cheap, even if they're not in a war. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Bears and shit.
Hey, man.
I'm all for it.
do you want to go get drinks served to you by ugly babushka ladies and get eaten by a bear? Come to Russia.
Don't call their women ugly. That's
All
not
right.
Yeah,
Well, aren't they the enemies?
They're a wider back gal.
The what? You want to get drinks served to you by wider back gals?
I like a girl with a wide
come
back.
to Russia.
And they'll put a curse on you right as you're drinking it? I don't know. I don't know how they work.
Like a grizzly female.
A grizzly
Yeah.
female.
Yeah,
That's
someone-
worse than what I said.
Someone that goes through my phone at night and then finds me kind of half cheating and then shakes the shit out of me and wakes me up. Yeah, one of those, fear of God types.
Little bit of growl in that. Get up, Keith.
You better not be cheating on me, nigga.
This is my dick.
Yeah, a lot of that. Because I'll,
How is that the next women's topic?
it's International Women's Day.
Hey, I
Okay.
never said But what were you saying? You were just saying you're looking up cruises?
Yeah, I was looking at cruises, and the cruise line that I was looking at, they were like, they just had an issue where a woman got stuck in the slide three
I
times
saw
on
that.
the way down.
That looks scary though.
I saw that.
Looks like a lawsuit to me.
First of all, I thought engineers made these fucking things. Like I've watched like roller coasters, all these like amusement park rides. Aren't there like we have to make sure they're up to specs for like math and shit? So somebody fucked up.
I don't think they're doing it anymore.
No, they
Yeah.
just were like fucking put corkscrews in it. If they get stuck, they get stuck.
A ship costs too much to fix. They just said, fuck it, let them go.
She got stuck in that thing, and it's not. Originally, when I read the article, I was like, "This is probably like a Winnie the Pooh situation, like some large
Fat girl, yep.
No, just
Skinny, blonde, white.
No, just some sad girl sitting in a fucking tube like Luke Skywalker looking for his lost hand. It was bad.
If Hitler could draw her up, that's exactly how she would have looked.
That's if she's
It's a blonde, blue-eyed, beautiful, slender
It was
woman.
over the ocean too. The loop was over the ocean because on super extravagant cruises they really spare no expense.
Well, you don't want to go on like a Carnival cruise line. I was looking at like what people say. So the Carnival cruise line is for your fatter, middle America.
Well, the Carnival Cruises has the one deck that I know is just for fat people.
Right, they feed you like a
No.
trough.
Yeah.
They just. Have you ever seen
You never heard of this? It's like I don't know the name of it, but it's a certain deck, right? Am I wrong?
the
No.
food deck?
Yeah, it's like the food deck, but like you don't have to it's everybody sitting in lawn chairs and like jean shorts and just like
Just like the
hamburgers.
pool?
Right.
There's a bell and hamburgers keep coming in every time there's a bell.
Yeah. It's like if you ever been to Shoney's before. It's like
Shoney's?
Shoney's. Yeah. Shout out to Shoney's.
What would you do? I mean, what if you got stuck in that thing? What would your mindset be if you were like, I'm just sitting in this thing waiting to die?
I would lay there and act dead until somebody found me and then sue.
I'm surprised.
No wiggle room whatsoever.
Honestly, I saw the
What
video
about you,
and
Caroline? What if you were stuck in there?
if I was stuck in there, I'd be afraid of the next person coming down and like hitting me.
I hope so.
Because of that, they didn't know I was stuck in there.
I was surprised there was no story about like collision on the in there. Like oh, she sat there and then she was hit in the head by some small child with a big head. You know, like a 6 foot tall infant with a pituitary disorder, just like clobbered her or something like that.
Kind of like Benjamin Button, but just on his head.
Yeah, but like reverse Benjamin Button, like kid growing up, but he's, you know what I mean?
In the slide.
Interesting. Very interesting. I like that.
So, that was crazy, man. Cruises in general are weird. I don't know how anybody takes a fucking cruise. It just seems like such a sloth thing to do, like Carnival particularly. Like,
I mean, if you're stopping off at the different ports, I guess, and you meet different women.
No, not one of the sexy cruises. Not one of the expensive ones that, like, we're going to go to, like, the off Brazil islands.
I'm talking about, like, hedonism.
Yeah, not those places. Like you said, Carnival. Like, $5 for a cabin.
Would anybody ever go on a hedonism cruise?
Go
is
get
that
laid.
crazy?
Sexy Brazil people? No? Never? Some tall, tan man just swinging his dick, walking up to you. You didn't want to see that?
Just Keith in his robe presenting himself.
Some man, dingo warrior, coming up to you, just swinging dick?
Nick
No.
Dexter St. Croix?
I would have thought that would have been all the rave. I saw the Hedonism 2 tour, and I was like, I guess sign me up.
Well, that's what they pitch to you. Like, hedonism is where everybody gets laid by beautiful Brazilian models all the time. No questions asked. Come to hedonism.
Nothing but guys.
Nothing but guys. Nothing but gay men ready to fuck your ass. Nothing against that, but like that's, you know, don't be surprised when you go down there. It's like, come on.
Hey, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into.
But if you're not into it, you should go to hedonism.
What about an open relationship cruise?
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God. What's happening, man? This is a raucous bar tonight.
Yes, it's run into a full-blown rave. All right, so we'll keep this one pretty short and sweet. Do you have anything that you wanted to say for Women's Day, Caroline?
No, I'm going to be honest. I thought it was yesterday.
Wow. That's how much women care about other women.
Well, there was like an event at Blue Point for Women's Day, so I just assumed it was yesterday. So I had no idea.
Well, they gave you Women's Month last month, so you had to double down on Black History Month and then have your own day on top of it.
And it was Chinese New Year.
Don't you feel special?
I feel great.
It's never good enough for them. It really isn't.
Man, I feel like a woman.
I like these sides when he just like looks at you and turns to me and goes, "Fucking women, right? Am I right?"
Nothing ever be good enough.
I mean, I didn't know that's why you invited me here today until you started talking. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just a token woman.
I'm happy to see you.
There needs to be one.
I don't know. Should I post a picture of you holding 2 shotguns or something? Happy International Women's Day or something like that?
Sure.
Let's see what else happened with him. Oh, one of your favorite little YouTube stars died. Little Weeping Bobop.
Little Weeping Bobo.
What?
Yeah, she's a YouTube star. Little Weepy Bo.
Little Weepy Bo.
How
Like,
is
Are you talking about Cowboy
like Lil
Bebop?
Baby?
Little Bo Peep. That's who it is. Yes.
Are you freaking kidding me? You
Wait,
confused
you
Little
say-
Bo Peep with Little Mama Bebop?
If you see a picture of her, you be like, that's definitely Little Mama Bebop.
Oh, wait. You talking about the Toy Story one?
No, she's like a YouTube star. She can sing. She's Australian. She looks like.
Oh, man. She's Australian?
Yeah.
She's probably super hot.
Meh.
Really, Australians have
How
a good
old
track
is she? You
record.
said she was a little girl?
22.
Oh, okay.
She's not little. She's just,
No.
Well, I don't know. When you said like,
She's not.
picturing like a child, and Joe's like, that sounds hot. I was like,
No, I heard the fact that she was of age.
so
that's
she-
all Joe's looking for.
No, I don't like young women.
Well, she OD'd.
Let it be known.
So there's that.
What'd you say, Keith?
She OD'd. So there's that. I just figured I'd throw that out there.
Oh,
On life.
like today?
On life. On life. She OD'd on life. On life.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
just looking at women's facts for the day. She died early today.
She did?
Yeah.
I thought this was a tribute to. Didn't you say Biggie died on
What did
this
she
day?
OD on?
Pills.
Pills? Just pills?
Yeah, she went out like a G.
She,
Yeah.
Isn't that the only way to go out now?
Bebop.
Yeah, depression. Yeah.
So wait, do you follow her and like you're one of her biggest fans?
No, I just looked up things for International Women's Day, and that's what popped up.
That's what popped up, the death of a woman?
And then the lady who got caught in the slide.
Keith Fairfax, Happy International Women's Day. Here's this woman that died of a bunch of pills.
Yes.
And here's another one that got stuck in a slide.
Yeah, exactly. Here's this one that got stuck. This is the horrible representation of International Women's Day.
Well, listen, I didn't have a
Here's
lot
this
of.
bitch
So
that got
bad.
stuck in a slide. Here's this dumb bitch that OD'd.
Here's this girl who got a massage out of me and then left.
With all that said, women are great. You know, so
We don't want to talk.
out there.
We don't want to talk about how Kim Kardashian is like telling all women you need to work.
I didn't hear about that. What'd
She
you
was
say?
saying like a quote being like, everybody needs to work, which I find ironic coming from Kim Kardashian.
Nah, be a housewife is better.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she is though, right?
You choose stay-at-home wife over work.
Me?
Yeah.
What depends. What's my job for work, and how many kids are at home if I'm the wife?
Holy shit, she took a real...
That's a real...
Yeah, I mean...
I can't even answer
I'm logical about it.
You pop 2 out, and then, I don't know, you do real estate at home.
I feel like I know every woman I know does real estate. I'm not wrong.
I'm trying to make it real bland.
They got that nice jacket. They got that new picture.
Yeah. Let me help you find your new forever home.
And then 3 months later, they're like, "What's up with that real estate stuff? What do you do?" Oh, I'm on Etsy now. I make, I do looms. I make my own handbags actually now. It's
Very nice.
I know it's true.
Very
So
nice.
National Women's Day is just shitting all over women.
Well, my solemn promise for the rest of the night that we all do at least one nice thing for a woman at some point in time.
I would like to point out that Officer Lewis from RoboCop is like one of the best fucking female 80s action stars ever. That's it.
The blonde,
Yeah.
Okay.
she was very butch.
Yeah. That's the 80s.
You like what you like?
I guess
He
so.
looked at me like, you just said you'd go
Like
around the
Keith
world with
looked at
her and
me.
fuck her twice, right? Yeah. I was like, she's great. And he goes, wow, all right.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, she's not very feminine. I mean, I don't know.
What? Okay, Megan Fox. I don't know what the fuck. What am I
All
supposed
right. I mean, listen, I think
to... Let it be known, if you're not feminine enough for Keith Fairfax, he will put you on blast as a woman.
No, I think
Let it be known.
I think Elliot Page is still cute.
Elliot.
Well, you and I have talked about that late at night when we're both drunk. We don't want to
He's
get...
still a chick. Quacks like a duck.
Got a
Doesn't
better
act like
body
one,
than
but
me.
Quacks like what? No? All right, well,
Man, you like really overly fit women, I'm thinking.
it's called androgynous.
You like the androgynous women?
I mean, I don't like
You like
it,
a girl
but
with a short haircut and a tweed jacket?
If the shoe, yeah, I mean, I could see myself liking that.
Yeah. All right.
What
No,
about
man,
like
good for you. I
Caitlyn
love
Jenner?
it.
A woman that knows what she wants, doesn't take any guff.
Reads a lot of Huffington Post.
Kind of like, what's her name? She was Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife in True Lies.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes,
Jamie Lee Curtis
Oh.
is androgynous. True Lies is like the hottest thing she ever did.
She has short hair and big tits.
So androgynous to you is short hair and big tits.
Yeah, that about wraps it up.
Jesus Christ, my fucking Aunt Fran is androgynous if that's true.
Well, listen, we all view things differently.
I'm seeing some holes in your fucking argument, Keith. I don't know.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Sure, and you love fucking ants is what I'm thinking. That
I do like the fucking
I like
nice
short
ant.
haircuts and a lot of turquoise jewelry on my women.
I do have I'll fuck your aunt energy. You're right.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah,
I would love to
you're
bring you
right.
over to fucking like Christmas dinner or some shit. Mm-hmm. I could make a fucking Lifetime and a porno movie out of that instance alone.
Very true. Very true.
Anyway, enough about cucking. What are we doing?
Well, I want to keep this one exactly at 20 minutes, so that way it doesn't.
What do we got? Oh, we got like 5 minutes left.
No, I didn't record for the first 5.
Anyway.
It's at 20. All right, everybody. This was the first portion of Fairfax with Fairfax. The next portion will be me and DJ Phil as we talk Biggie's death day. So no more women shit. All
okay.
Biggie shit.
I thought you said that.
Because Biggie didn't like women. And whatever Biggie doesn't. Wait, never mind. Forget it.
Still got feels on the butch.
That's not going to go well in the black community.
No, probably not, but I'm trying.
Not going to go over well in the black community.
Trying.
He loved women. He said, "Love me, call me Papa."
He did say that.
He made a whole song called Me and My Bitch.
And then didn't he also say that? He also said that she looked so good that I would suck on her daddy's dick.
Which is a compliment to a woman's father.
Man, girl, you look so good. I wish you fucked my daddy.
Don't fuck up Big's lyrics like that, okay? Don't fuck up Big's lyrics like that.
I'm sorry.
Don't you dare.
I'm just a white man trying to find my way in the world.
We'll do some Eminem shit and rhyme fast, all right?
Anyway.
All right, this is the second portion of the Fairfax with Fairfax podcast.
Yeah, second portion of Fairfax with Fairfax. Keep it going. Keep it going.
You better believe it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so in this portion of the program, we are going to talk about yours truly, the one and only Biggie motherfucking Smalls.
Let's go.
Many famous lines like, Phil, spit.
All I want is bitches, big booty bitches.
Used to sell cracks to work and stack my riches.
My favorite Biggie line is just and party and bullshit.
Bullshit and party and bullshit. It's great because the fight broke out on stage. Everybody thought they were really fighting, and it was just like this is what we are afraid of. This is why we didn't want them at the Heimerstein Ballroom. This is the reason why. All right, so the man to my right is DJ Phil.
Yo. Shout out to everybody that came out tonight.
The man to my left is the comic you just seen not too long ago, Joe Winchell.
Hey, everybody. I'm a big French fan.
And this is the Biggie French duets.
Yeah, that's right. You want to do different verses to Give Me the Loot or just me?
Every second as a quartet.
That's what we do, yeah.
Attacking at 9 at my crib. Tell me something, he had to do a bit.
Let's be honest, Keith has to do most of the song. We just like people cannot.
Everybody gets an N-word past the Kidding. I can't handle
It's
it.
okay, my buddy. Keith said it was cool, man.
No. If you get your beat up, we'll do that. All right, we got a little, like, well, let's see. But how about we do it like this? When was the first time you ever heard the notorious Biggie Smalls, Philip?
Oh, that's such a good question. So, two things. The first time I ever heard Biggie, it was like within a 2-week interval. It was Juicy and Flavor in Your remix.
Wow. When they were new?
Yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
old, man.
Yes, I am. I'm 39. I won't fucking lie to the internet. I'm 39.
You old as dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, so you old as fuck, man.
Yeah, seventh grade, motherfucker. Seventh grade. And it was back to back at the same time, and I remember just being like, "What the fuck is this?" And
How old were you? You were young, right?
13.
Yeah, but that's like very influential at that time, you know?
Well, yes. I always say this to people when like DJ shit. The middle school years are always the best years. Those are always going to be your favorite years, for the most part.
Why? Because you were fucking like English teachers
No.
and
I don't mean for me. I just mean generally speaking. But that was.
Wait, you just glossed over like a year of like, were you like banging a librarian or something?
That's because when he was at home pulling up his britches, he was thinking about killing niggas in the mirror, and he
Yes.
said it was a little different.
With my jersey on my Brooklyn stoop.
Yeah. Why his mother made him porridge, he was listening to Biggie Smalls in your motherfucking truck.
That is the most DJ energy I've ever heard. It's like, yo, that's really cool, man. So you were like young and you heard Juicy. What was the other one, back to back?
Juicy and Flavor in the air.
That's like a really good back to back.
Yeah. You went downstairs, you're like, hey, Mom, can I kick the brand new flavor in your ear? Can I kick brand new flavor in your ear? She was like, Phil, you say that black shit again? You're going to France for school.
You're gonna grow up to be an accountant, young man.
You
won't have any of this shit in the
You better
house.
get back on that fucking track,
I
man.
don't want you hanging out in the greens, okay?
What was your first experience, Keith?
Oh, my sister used to love TLC and those ugly ass bitches from Escape. Those are Biggie's words, not mine. Biggie's words, not mine. Just,
I don't like left time, man. I never liked it.
I have to say, those chicks for Escape, not one of them cute. That's how you know they can sing. Not one of them were a looker.
I concur.
And only girls had their poster in their room. No guy jerked off to Escape. Ew. Yeah, they made me want to escape.
Dude, that was one of those bands that they were like, yeah, this was clearly thrown together at the last minute.
And even Biggie, big, black, and ugly as ever, still had the nerve to be like, those bitches are ugly.
I don't like those bitches. They're ugly, man. They're ugly.
No, the first song that I remember like reciting word for word all the lyrics was Armed and Dangerous.
That's a really good fucking song.
Yeah, Armed and Dangerous. All I wanted to do is learn all the words as I sat in the seat of my school bus, as I stared off into the abyss with my tube socks on and Chuck Taylors, and recited the lyrics to Armed and Dangerous.
So what, you listen to a lot of pop punk before you discovered Biggie or some shit like that?
If somebody hit me with a rubber band and broke the skin, I would tell.
Did you have blonde hair like Wesley Snipes and Demolition Man when you were a kid?
You would have thought so. I was what they would call a poussé at the time.
Keith used to have a high-pitched pop punk voice in middle school.
I was like, all the small things.
And I'm staying here, and I love
Anyway.
Mom, I love me.
And then he discovered Biggie, and he had that velvety voice after that.
That was like kill every motherfucking body. Kill them all.
Oh, man.
So what's your favorite Biggie song, Phil?
That's a hard fucking question.
You gotta pick one. Don't give me three, then give me one.
And don't be one of those guys who's like, well, that's an impossible question.
No. I will say this. I will say the first album supersedes anything that he did, in my personal opinion.
So you're one of those guys that says Ready to Die is probably one of the best albums ever made, right? I'm right there with you. That's why I put it out there.
And the same year, it was Enter the 36 Chambers, then Illmatic, then Ready to Die.
Fuck, what a good year for music.
Shit.
What a good year for music.
Oh man, my dick got hard.
Yeah, that's like the shit that made this farmer want to DJ back in the day.
I would assume so, man. That's like 3 great albums.
Yeah. I'm going back to back on the first album. Give Me the Loot, Machine Gun Funk. Those are my 2 favorite Biggie songs.
Give Me the Loot's a good song. It was a good song to get robbed to in the subway.
That was, I think to this day, like, even, I know I speak as a white guy from the Hamptons, but, like, that is probably one of the, like, hardest songs I've ever heard to this day.
Thank you, Joe. That shit is so hard. That shit is rock, bro. Like, that's how hard that shit is.
It was
like
the line he talks about robbing
it's so hard, man.
Well, give me
North Face bitches, that line, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, it was made to scare white people, and it didn't do its job, apparently.
No, it's a lot of people on yachts singing that song now.
It was supposed to make you afraid of us.
That's why I pack a Mina. Fuck a misdemeanor. Beating motherfuckers like Ike beat Tina. Boom.
Allegedly.
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 Nothing to talk about, man. Nothing to talk about.
He never hit that woman. All he wanted to do was sing better. It's like, why couldn't she sing like he told her to?
Biggie love bitches, man.
Sing the song like I told you to, Anime. How hard is that to understand? Sing the song like I motherfucking told you to. You know, uppercut, phone book.
Uppercut, phone book? Oh, man.
Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, where were you when Biggie died, 1997?
I was in class.
I was in class also.
I was in class. I remember it.
I got a story.
You got a story to tell?
Listen up. He has a story to tell.
So, this is all I remember. It was a Sunday. He died it was after Saturday night, but it was a Sunday when he died. And we had our 8th grade championship CYO game that day. Thank you, Frank.
No, keep talking, man. Go ahead. No, I'm serious. Keep talking.
Yeah. So,
I'm listening to you. Don't worry about what these 2 fucks are doing right now.
Oh, it's recording.
I feel you on your life story. Tell me about your experiences.
No. So we had a championship CYO game.
Okay, see, I played CYO, man.
Yep.
That's like a deep cut for me. CYO, I played.
Yep. And that was the chatter before and after the game. We lost the game.
So this game was for
We
Biggie.
lost the game. Oh, it was a big game. There's a lot of people there.
So you heard it right before you went out to play a game.
Yeah. Basketball, yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man.
But
were you when you heard it, were you like, I'm gonna win this game for Big, man?
Nah. But I will say, it was like, what the fuck? Like, you woke up and it was on the back of the newspaper.
It was everywhere, especially if you lived in New York.
Yeah, and that was how, again, we're talking about 25 years ago. It was different. So we went and we played this game. We lost in overtime. It fucking sucked.
Man, Biggie would be ashamed.
Rest in peace, Calvin Butts. He was on that team, CYO St. Isidore's.
Rest in peace, CYO.
You were white and you started on the basketball team on the island. You should have lost.
I was all right.
I'm just saying, you should have lost. Was it a black team? Was it a team full of black youth that beat you? Then that should have happened.
But that was what we did that day when we learned that he had passed.
All right. You remember that like I remember the OJ chase. I remember where I was, who I was with.
The OJ case was dragged out. This is boom, one and done.
I hear you. That OJ chase,
he's dead. He ain't coming back.
It's a part of my life. It's, you know what I mean?
It's a part of everybody's life if you're our age.
When a man wrongfully accused is on the run.
Were you watching the playoffs or were you watching the news?
I was watching the playoffs.
You were
and then
watching the playoffs.
Yeah, I was watching the playoffs.
My dad was pissed.
Yeah.
So pissed because they made the game smaller.
Right, yes, yeah. It would, see, if Big had died during the playoffs, everybody would have remembered a little more.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got to die during the playoffs, the Knicks.
Isn't that one of those like the OJ thing is one of those things that like that day like 8 important things in sports happened?
Right, yes it was.
It's like Arnold Palmer like had his last Masters that day. The New York Rangers had their last like Tinker Tape parade for their championship. And like I don't know, Will Chamberlain fucked another person. I can't remember.
Well, Will was always fucking.
Will was still alive. He definitely fucked
fucking.
another person. He definitely fucked another person.
He announced it. He was like, I fucked another woman this day.
I look a little bit like Will too, so I was like, you know what, maybe my path.
You do look a little bit like Will. Oh man. Actually, I was going to ask you, Keith. Have you checked out that fucking Lakers thing? The Lakers like the making of the dynasty?
The doc. I want to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you should check it out because.
Well, a couple of you that look like me on there. My favorite. What did we say? Where were you when Biggie died? Where I was in Mr. McKillop's social studies class.
Oh, when you found out he was dead.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was in Mr. Scott McKillop at that. Yeah, I was in his social studies class, and he didn't give a fuck about. He didn't give a fuck about that. We didn't have a moment of silence. There was no. I wanted it to be like when the Twin Towers went down. Like I wanted that type of.
Dude, they wheeled
respect.
like
everybody,
wheeled
like we wheeling a TV and everybody like a moment of silence. It was like no, let me none of that.
All of a sudden, the loudspeaker turns on. Ladies and gentlemen,
Some hoodlum got gunned down. Another one bites the dust.
is dead. We're gonna roll in a TV right now to let you watch MTV News right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty wild. Yeah, I was too young for. That was 97. I was just too young. I was like.
I remember the next.
I got a big dot. Fuck.
I remember the next day there was a bunch of kids wearing like Biggie shirt, but it was like Biggie and Tupac shirts. That was the big thing. That was like all I can describe them as like cheap ass concert shirts.
They'll always be affiliated. Like you can't get around it.
Right.
You can't get around it. It's just how it's
because
always
Pac
gonna
had
be.
died like 6 months beforehand.
Yeah.
Do you think of
correct?
Like Biggie's not a part of the 27 Club, but do you think if he was alive today he would have been corny or he still would have been killing it?
I think he would have made at least 2 more great albums, and then he would have just coasted.
Like, do you think he would have just like Snoop Dogged it, kind of, or like?
Kinda. I mean,
some people need to die young. Like, I don't think Kurt Cobain would have been cool now if he
as a
stayed
white
alive.
man, I'm
Like,
not going to say that
some people
Notorious
need to die
B.I.G.
young.
died young.
I don't know, man. Nas won a Grammy Award last year.
Yep.
Jay-Z just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But they did more
I don't see how the fuck if Big was still alive, he wouldn't be in that same element.
But you
don't
say
see
that.
it.
But if KRS died when he was young, and I told you that, like, you'd have been like, yo, KRS-One would have been a really, really popular. You know what I mean? Like, you would have said that about KRS-One also. But like, he's
but there's at least 2 albums. Like, nothing against KRS-One, but when you compare it to Biggie, like those 2. It's 3 albums, right? It's Ready to Die, Life After Death, and then
I mean the other ones were after he was dead. So
right,
I don't even.
There's really the 2.
Yeah, but Dead Wrong's a great fucking song.
It's a great song. Great song.
You know, I don't know. I think he would have done at least. I said 2, at least 2 more good albums. Maybe not great the way that Ready to Die was, but like then he would have just produced shit and like been featured on songs for like a decade. He would have lived a comfortable life. There's no way that he wouldn't.
He talked very greasily, as some would say.
I don't see how he wouldn't still be. He would be out there still, like whatever it was, like you said, Joe. Maybe it would just be features, but
I think he would have took the producer route.
Because everybody, like, if I would have told you Scarface died young, and you would have thought Scarface would have been popular. He's not.
My Block is a great fucking song, man.
That's the only one you can name after the fact.
Exactly. Also, he was
my
my favorite person.
on me.
True. All right.
My favorite person that plays in the Def Jam video game. Thank you very much. Fight for New York. What's up? Anybody? No, not me.
Nah,
Love Fight for
listen. If Big was still alive, he would be relevant like all the other OGs are from the '90s. I don't. Yes. I don't see how.
I don't think he would have been like. He would have like. Yeah, he
It's
probably would
possible.
have.
Jay-Z would have got him at the
Possible.
Jay-Z would have had him at the Super Bowl. Yeah, Jay-Z would have been like, I'm not going to go if Big doesn't go on.
Yeah, because Brooklyn's Finance is a great fucking song. So.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I know we might have touched our base for. You know what? Biggie was also the first person that I ever heard talk about depression.
Yeah, suicidal
me,
tendencies.
Facts.
That was my first Biggie song that I heard.
Yeah,
actually.
When I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell, cause I'm a piece of shit, it ain't hard to fucking tell. Yeah.
Well, he was young when he started this shit, man. So he was talking about stuff that he's like, I get depressed sometimes, man. I want to kill myself.
He was like, maybe the Ghetto Boys were the only person before him talked about being depressed and like what it was like.
That's a good call, actually, with the Ghetto Boys. Yeah,
that was big for me because I wasn't a depressed kid, but I was like, damn, I was like, it can't be all guns and murder. And then Big was like, he's like, nah, sometimes, you know, when I die, fuck it, I do want to go to hell. It's like, holy
that's
shit.
what always was different
It was like,
about
different
like,
outlook.
him and Pac would do the same thing too, because Pac would talk about that shit too.
Yep,
And what
accurate.
I always said,
Yep.
what opened those guys up to a wider audience was the fact that they were like, I get depressed sometimes. I think about putting a gun in my mouth. It sounds fucked up, but it's what made them open up to a larger audience. You know what I mean?
Well, largely because black people don't talk about depression like that. It's seen as like being like pussy and shit like that, so we don't do it. We leave it up to white people. So, you know, normally it's just not our thing. And
Tell me how you don't eat pussy either.
it's one of my favorite treats. So why would you say such blasphemy?
Every woman laughed in here.
Yeah, that's all I got for Big.
We just need to do a quick 10?
Yeah, it was a little more than that. It was a little.
Whatever, dude.
I mean,
That
it
was
was.
fun.
I figured we let it go until it didn't go anymore, and now people probably want to hear a little
don't you
bit
get a
of
crowd reaction?
the
Tell
guy that we
everybody
call
thanks for coming out.
Biggie Smalls and your motherfucking draws. Phil, would you be nice enough to play some of his hits?
I have a request.
We
actually.
can we can do some more Biggie. We can
I have,
definitely
I have
do
a
some more
request for a
Biggie.
Biggie song, actually. Ready to Die, Respect the Song.
Word. You gotta
It's a great fucking
respect
song.
them, what I'm on.
Yeah, it's a great
I
fucking
got
song,
you, bro.
man.
I got you.
19.
Yo,
say-
shout out to everybody that came out to
Yo,
Craft
give
tonight
yourselves a
for my
round of
man Keith
applause.
Fairfax. Seriously.
Yo, real quick.
Big up.
He's doing. Everybody, Keith Fairfax is doing this shit every week. Come down and check this shit out, okay?
This is once a month. This is once a month.
He's doing
But,
it every
this is
week.
once a month. It's
Every
not-
week.
Not every
He'll
week.
be here at 5
I'll be
o'clock.
here once a month. If you come every week,
Not
I'd
once
be
a month. He's
disappointed.
being coy.
I don't know why he would say that.
He's doing it every day this week.
Thank you. He wasn't on time, cocksucker.